What's up, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, D Memphis XL08, coming at you with Lucky Draws, a show where I take a look at whatever deck I feel like and have myself good old fun times. Today, we're taking a look at a fan request for some good old-fashioned Dark World Fables, which is a deck all about using our Fables and our Dark Worlds, discarding them for their various effects, swarming the board, destroying stuff, searching stuff, the work. So we're also including some dangers because they synergize so well with the deck. I'm keeping it down the low, by the way, because it's late and I'm recording late. Don't tell anybody. But regardless, we're going to have ourselves a good fun time with today's deck. I'm just going to go ahead and show it off on good old EDO Pro, and we'll have ourselves good fun times. So, enough talking. Let's get started. Alrighty, our first opponent. Kind of want to go second just for that extra draw. The more cards in our hand, the better. And right now, this is looking pretty good. We got our card destruction, one of our best cards, if none other. Basically, both players just, discard their hands, draw a new hand, and all of our monsters will go off. So, all's good in that department. Alright, so he's got a set card. Interesting. One of those set cards. Starting off with a set card, too. Kamanju of the 10,000 Hands. So this is some version of a ritual deck. We'll figure out in a moment which kind. I'm guessing not Necros. Chaos Max Turbo. I'm gonna go off on limb and no. Ritual of Grace. Divine Grace North Wemco. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let's see here. Alright. A little tricky because I don't have a dark monster. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do. Let's see here. Okay, so what we're going to do. Summon out our Cerberell. That's step one. Then we're going to use a Fabled Grimrow. I can discard her while I have a Fabled to add another Fable. It's a nice little bit of searching that you can do. You just have to have a Fable on the board. Honestly, opening hand, I really could have used more monsters. But, we'll have it go. What is this? Banish ritual monsters from the deck. Interesting. Tribute monster. Okay, so this is the trap that lets him ritual summon. Okay. Okay, so this is one of those. Okay. This is one of them Ruin Queen of Oblivion / Demise decks. Okay. Interesting. So let's go ahead and use Drag down to the grave. We both get to look at each other's hands and get rid of one card. Let's see here. And a ritual spell. Okay, so I don't want to get rid of that. What does North Wemco even do? And I'm just gonna get rid of Demise. I know what that does. Alright, and since we discarded Ganesh, we of course get to summon Ganesh. Very nice. So, let's see here. Let's go ahead and use card destruction. Just be like, get ourselves even more stuff. Get even more cards on the board. And let me think about this. Do I want to risk the allure? That's a difficult one. Normally, I wouldn't. But you know what? This will be fine. I can make this work. Alright, well, sadly, Snow is gone. But such is life. Let's go ahead and make some synchro action with Fabled Raging. I can just bring this boy out here. He'll let me draw another card, since I don't have 2 cards in the hand. Alright, let's just go ahead, allure again. Why not? Worked last time. Works just fine this time. Alright. It's an interesting bunch. Alright, let's go ahead and beat over his monsters and see what happens. Let's go do a little bit of damage right now. There you go. I probably should have put I didn't think to put a level 7 monster in here for synchro play. But what to do? Yeah, let's just go ahead and bring out Nightmare Phoenix. We'll go ahead and ditch Cruz. Let's get rid of this because I don't want him to get to keep it. And I get to special summon back a monster. Let's see here. Let's bring back Grimrow because she has the most attack. There you go. And yeah, I've got enough cards in the graveyard. Let's... No, I don't. I don't have enough monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4... Not enough monsters. Not quite. Okay. This is fine. Basically, pot of avarice just here. If you get enough cards in the graveyard, just shuffle some back and draw some more cards. Because that's what we like to do. Discard a bunch of stuff, but also we like to draw some stuff too. So we'll see what our opponents can do now. I mean, I stomped a bit of his stuff. Got rid of this dang old Ritual of Grace thing. Got rid of a bunch of his ritual monsters. So he might be reeling. Megaliths. First time... Okay, I think he's just using that as a tech to protect the ritual monsters. Interesting indeed. Interesting if true. Alright. Alright, indeed. So, now the incantation's gonna go off. Alright, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, and Candle Ritual Spell. Alright. Yeah, but the thing is about Demise, if I remember correctly, his monsters have to have exact levels for the majority of his ritual spells. So it's going to be tricky with uneven numbers like these. We'll see. I mean, he's certainly thinking of doing something. So clearly my opponent thinks he can do the ritual summon. Alright, there's the endless of the cycle of the world. Let's see, tribute monsters from field levels equal or exceed. Okay, this one lets him exceed. Okay. Alright. But he needs another monster on the board before he can do all that. Needs another monster because Demise is a level 10 monster. Ah, okay. He had another one. He had a gosh darn other one. Alright, that might be making this tricky. Maybe tricky. Depends on what, of course, my opponent gets into. Let's see. Target a ritual in the graveyard, add to hand. Okay, so he's probably going to get back Super Demise Boy. Probably going to try and nuke my board. Or conversely, he already had something to nuke my board. We'll find out in a moment. Alright. Okay, the OG Demise. That's an unfortunate thing. He paid 2,000 to nuke everything on the board. Question is, will he do that now? Let's see. Remove play of this card. Make a ritual untargetable by... Okay, so he's not going to nuke the board. Good. I don't want him to nuke my board. I want to use these cards. Alright. This is fine. Now Pot of Avarice is live. And that's an important thing. Alright. Ooh, Bigfoot. I can definitely go for a Bigfoot right now. Let's go ahead and start off with a pot that is of Avarice. Get some stuff back. Hopefully get into some more danger action. 1 danger's good, 2 would be better. Hey. This'll work just fine. So let's go ahead and use the Gates of Dark World. Obviously can't use it just yet, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and draw some more stuff with Unto the Void. Even better, indeed. Why do I keep clicking that? I don't know. Let's just do the good old shuffle just in case. Let's go ahead and use Bigfoot's effect. Discarding Grapha. This is perfect. So now Bigfoot comes out. Grapha will pop the Demise. Beautiful. And so now what we're going to go ahead and do is... I don't really want to do that just yet. Let's go ahead and use Chupacabra first. Alright, perfect. This way I can do even more stuff. So now that Beige has been discarded, he will summon himself back to the board. Very cool indeed. I can bring back Grapha here by bouncing one of my Dark Worlders. There you go, Boom Makachu. And I still have my normal summon. So let's go ahead and Bigfoot again. Trying to discard more stuff. There you go. Just bring out big old Bigfoot, and I would get to get more things, but sadly I'm out of room. This is fine, though. So I'm going to go ahead and discard Lurie, getting Deianira. This is an old Fable. You don't see him as often, but he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I can normal summon him with 1 tribute if I use a Fabled monster. There you go. And he also changes my opponent's normal spells to an effect that would make me discard. It's pretty nice. Obviously doesn't do me much good against a ritual deck because only works on normal spells for whatever reason. But, yeah, no. Sometimes you just get what you get and you make do with it. Alrighty, so I'm pretty sure this guy... Do I have game? I have game. That is very clearly game. Alright, so there's our first opponent. And, you know, you get the idea of what this deck's about. Just keep drawing and... discarding and drawing and discarding, drawing. Swarm board, hit your opponent. That's the crux of this deck. So there's our first opponent. Let's go ahead into duel number 2 and see what happens. Alrighty, second opponent. I turned my volume down a little bit. I'm trying to keep my voice down. That's why I turned it up. So I apologize if I blew out your eardrums in the first duel. But regardless, opening hand to the second duel, very dangerous. Lots of dangers, lots of dark worlds. Where my Fableds are at, I'm not sure at the moment, but I'm sure they're there somewhere. Alright, so another fellow Allure player, and I'm seeing Buster Blader. I don't care for Buster Blader too much. It's one of those decks, it's just like, they do one combo, and that's pretty much all they're good for. Summon out the Synchro, summon out the Fusion, and then just lock your opponent out of stuff. Not a fan. Not a fan. Okay, let's go ahead and... I just want to click the shuffle just because I'm paranoid about it. Let's go ahead for Dangerous Muthman. Let's see what our opponent's got. He's got something. He's got a wee bit of something. Probably one of those fusion cards. Oh, no. DNA surgery. Implying he's going to do the fusion now. Or at some point. Alright, so we ditched our Nessie. So I get to summon out Mothman. Draw another card. Nessie goes off. Very cool. And I've got this thing. This is Dark Spirit's Mastery. It's just a thing for searching out, like, Grapha, as well as Dionydra. It's just a nice little tech card, you know, nothing spectacular or nothing, but I like it. I like it a wee bit. Alright, let's go ahead and... Chupacoob. Let's go for Chupacoob. I'm hoping to discard this Thunderous Bird. We'll see how that works. I mean, obviously, Beiji's... Hey, there's our Fabled right there. That's a dang old Fable right there. Very good. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go for our last dangerous monster. Good old Thunderbirdo. Actually hoping to discard Thunderbirdo, but it's fine. Because Thunderbird will just let me draw some more cards. And hey, another Thunderbirdo. Come on, Thunderbirdo. Get in the graveyard. I want to pop one of these. They spook me. Alright. Thunderbirdo does not want to do that. This is fine. This is fine and dandy. Let's go ahead and use the Gates of Dark World. We'll ditch Grapha and draw ourselves another card. Yeah. And then Grapha lets me pop one of my opponent's cards. Let's get rid of DNA Surgery, because he kind of wants me to be a dragon. I don't want to be a dragon. I want to be a fiend. Discard Destruction Sword, summon Buster Blader from the deck. Banish this card, do the Fusion Summon. Okay. I don't like how he can do those both in one turn. That's not fun. Does that sound fun to you guys? I don't think it sounds fun at all. Let me think about this. I actually ran into some Buster Blader action during testing, so I gotta be careful about that. Yeah, sadly I normally go for Boral Sword, but that doesn't help in this situation. I'm actually kind of stumped on this one. Actually, yes, I think this will be good. Let's go ahead for Nightmare Unicorn. We'll go ahead and use Unicorn's effect. Let's go ahead and get rid of Tsuchinoko. And we'll bounce this. Oh, sweet. Maybe he can't do that this turn. If he can't, then that's even better. That'll work just fine, thank you very much. And could Grapha... Yes. Let's Grapha. I'd like this in my hand so I can discard it later. And is that game? I think we're pretty dang close to a game. Let's just attack and see what happens. I think we're pretty damn close, unless this is some sort of battle trap. No? Okay. You see, I thought this let him do it during the same turn, but I guess it doesn't. Otherwise, he would have done the fusion by now. It doesn't really... It's not worded quite in the way you could tell very easily. But regardless of that, we just destroyed Buster Blader. Not gonna lie, folks. I don't know. It's one of those decks where if you set it up right, this is going to be a very obnoxious deck. But when you don't, it does bupkis. So there's our second opponent. Let's go ahead into duel number 3. I still have a lot of things I want to summon out of the extra deck. Yes, I would like to summon Unicorn at some point. And we'll see how that goes. Alrighty, my third opponent of the day shall be this Stella del Matino. The star of Matino. I guess he's the star of his hometown or something. I have no idea where Matino is. But we'll see what our opponent's got. Opening hand is alright. It's an alright sort of hand. We're up against Kubiks. That could be good or bad, depending on situations. Really depends. Alright, neither player takes damage till the end of the opponent's next turn. Okay, interesting. Let's see. This attack is 3,000 or less. Okay. Crimson Nova. That might be difficult. Not gonna lie, that might be tricky. We'll see. We shall see indeed. Let's go ahead and start with the good old Allure of Dankness. I might have to crash into this or something of the like in order to get rid of it. Not gonna lie, it might be a little difficult. Because this thing's immune to monster effects if they're 3,000 or less attack points. Which is not good for me. Let's go ahead and use our Dark Spirits Mastery. We'll get... Actually, no. I have a better idea. I have a slightly better idea, I think. Depending on what this is. Let's go out summon out our Cerberell. Let's go ahead and activate our field spell. This will boost the power... Oh, wait. No, he's a fiend too. Shoot. I kind of forgot that he's a fiend. Alright. Well, that screws over my idea just a smidge. Just a smidge. Let me think about this. Let's go ahead and use Grimrow's effect. Get us some search action going. Get some search action going. Let's get Crush. Good old Crush. Let me think about this. Yeah, if I can get Boral Sword, that ought to work. Getting 2 Boral Sword in this situation, not easy, but we will attempt it nonetheless. So I want Bigfoot to discard one of my... Okay, that'll work. Good old Ganesh. Get good old Ganesh in the graveyard, and then Ganesh will summon itself back out. Be like, hey, what's up? And then let's go ahead and use the Gates of the Dark World. We'll banish Grimrow. And sadly, Grimrow's gone now, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to get rid of Deianira. And then I could normal summon. And I probably should before I get ahead of myself. As much as I would like to just keep going and going and going, I'd like to also do and do and do. So, let me think about this. Could make Appaloosa. Let me think about this. Set the field spell. That'll cost him his attack bonus. And I'm just gonna make Boral Sword, right? Yeah. Yeah. Boral Sword. Boom, 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 and boom. I have a big monster too. What do you think of that? What do you think of this? What is this? Distribute number of cubic counters on monsters up to the number of cubics you control. Ouch. That is unfortunate. I'm going to still try to put this in defense mode. Because it's the last chance I got to do so. Cubic causality. Ouch. Well, I'm glad I didn't go for Appaloosa, because that would have been a problem. Because then Appaloosa would have no attack points. Oh boy. Dang old Crimson Nova. Now I'm discarding the thing he wants discarded. Just me luck. Granted, this would have made this huge, so I didn't really want to have that going. I'm gonna say end of my turn for now. At the very least, I might be able to force him to attacking into Boral Sword. Alright. Let me think about this. Playing Reasoning. He's playing Cubics. I'm gonna guess level 4 and hope to hit Duza. No, I hit Blade Garudia. Oh wait, no, I hit Vijam. Don, I was thinking it might be a Vijam in there, but then I was like, maybe Duza. But there's Duza himself. Alright. Dang, man. Dang, sucker. This is not good. This is what we would call in the business a not good situation. Just not too good. It's unfortunate that he was able to put a counter on me, because otherwise I could have beaten over this Crimson Nova. It's a sad thing. Now what's he doing? Adding another cubic. Adding another Duza, you say? Alright. You just want to keep on adding them Duzas? Go right ahead, man. That's what you want to do. You do what makes you do. What is... Ah, oh, no, 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 no. Relinquished anima. Boy. Okay, I think we might have this might not be good. This is not so good. It's a sad thing that his monster has such... Ugh. I don't have any spell traps that remove monsters, sadly. That's the big... That, I'd say, is the big in this. I don't have spell traps to remove. I use monster effects. As it stands, I think I'm about to get OTK'd. Sadness. Dang old Cubics. But I can't be too mad. I mean, Cubics, it's a nice old deck that honestly is enjoyable to play, so at least I'm not losing to some, like, Adamantipator spammer or something. So that'll be our first loss today. A sad state, you know, just happened to have the ability to put them counters on me during my turn. Otherwise, I would have gotten over Crimson Nova at the very least. Okay, so regardless of that, let's go into duel number 4, pick ourselves back up, and see if we can come out on top one more time. Alright, final opponent. We're up against a guy called Timestar, which I'm gonna guess is either Time Thieves or I don't know what. Honestly, not sure what exactly could be other than Time Thieves. Could be Time Lords. That wouldn't be necessarily good. But it could, in fact, be Time Lords. We'll find out. Find out as soon as we pick the rock, paper, scissors. Alrighty, we're going second. We're up against a 60-card combo deck. 60-card Lightsworns with whatever the heck this is. Target a Lightsworn in the grave that has a level. Add to your hand. As you add to hand, banish a number of cards from top of the... Okay, this is... what do you call this deck again? Twilightsworns? Twilightsworns. Okay, Twilightsworns. Never played... I've played against Twilightsworns like maybe once. It was a long time ago, but I did. So, I kind of know what he's doing. He's trying to mill things, but also banish things. Because reasons. I forget exactly what he does it for. But he does it for various reasons. Okay, now he's summoning something. Good old... Oh, this is the new Chaos Creator. I have not read this. What does this do? Banish a light in the dark. If you control this card, that was special summon from the hand. Target 3 banished monsters. Summon 1, place the rest on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Interesting. I mean, it doesn't do jack. It doesn't do jack right now, but it exists. Lightsworn Saber. I like this guy. He plays a lot of weird stuff. Let's go ahead and start with our Gates of the Dark World. You know, just get that out of our hand before we start doing the danger combos. It's got something. Is it a negation? A destruction? What is it? That's what I'd like to know. I don't know what it is. This guy's playing the weird text. I have no idea what he's playing. No idea. I'm seeing... Is that the Realm of... That's the actual Lightsworn field spell. That I don't think anyone played seriously ever. But there it is. So this guy's definitely trying... He's trying to do something creative, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much, that he is trying something creative. Twilightsworns, indeed. Very interesting. Very cool. Mr. Timestar, very cool guy. What do we got here? Lightsworn Barrier. Okay, well that does screw me over a smidge. Just a smidge. Even more of a smidge. Okay. Come on, Dangers, don't do that again. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's go ahead and get out good old Ganesh. Very cool. And let's see. Go ahead and... I don't have a fiend in the graveyard. Well, I could put a fiend in the graveyard, couldn't I? Yes. First off, though, let's go ahead and Grimrow. Get that in the graveyard. Actually, no, that'll work even better. That'll work even better indeed. Yeah, let's get Deanira. Just have a big dude on the board. Let's have a big dude on the board. Let's go ahead and use the gates. And we'll ditch Griffith, draw another card, and pop a card on the board. We are going to bump the barrier because he needs that to not die. And let's go ahead. Yes. Normal summon with 1 tribute indeed. And my opponent surrenders. Well, that's unfortunate, my dude. I mean, why did he surrender? I was only going to get rid of, like, Raiden and the Creator, dude. Well, no. I was going to hit Lumina. But regardless, man, well, that's an unfortunate way to end the video, because, honestly, I was expecting more back and forth out of this guy. He had such a cool deck idea. I'm sorry I destroyed your 1 protection, but come on, man. Regardless of that, let's go ahead. We'll call it a day. We've shown off, well, a start. Maybe I'll come back to this deck again in the future. We'll see. Let's go to the end screen for now. Alrighty, Fabled Dark World with the dangers. We went 3-1, which is alright. You know, we didn't face anything too creative, or not, what's the word? Too competitive, that's the word for it. You know, and honestly, we didn't get to do as much as I would have liked. We mostly just swarmed and went for certain things. I mean, there's so many other cards I wanted to go into. You know, Savage Dragon and Appaloosa and Blackluster Soldier, the Chaos Boy. Honestly, there's so much more that you can do with this deck, and honestly, I highly recommend anyone playing the game should try out a deck like this. You know, you can mess with the ratios all you want. I just went for just tons of monsters, tons of discarding, the works. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe I'll do replays in the future with this deck. We'll see how it goes. Kind of busy right now. But I am hoping to do a deck, a video on, the new tunes. The new tunes came out, and I've already got my deck all, fixed up for that. But we'll see when I get that out, either tomorrow or the next day. We'll see how it goes. But for now, your boy Memphis is signing out. Have fun, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.